And good afternoon. Welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker, Keith Fustel. We have a beautiful Saturday on tap for you, a big handicapping show to get to. We have a bunch of videos, stats, and plays of the day, some nice carryovers. We'll get to all that, but real quick, if you hit the Stronach 5 yesterday, congratulations. You got paid. There's the payout. $47,721.30. And, well, Keith, I was 3 for 3. I was looking pretty good the first 3 legs. I had the $7 winner at Santa Anita. That was fast enough. Then Laurel Park, race 9 was the second leg, and you had the Lizzie Merriman favorite flying on the ground. She was flying. She won, paid $480. And then you had a 520 winner at Gulfstream. Is Adorable. Ada, I had that horse. I was 3 for 3. And then the long shots came. Golden Gate Fields, you had a $37 winner, Star Tender. And then Gulfstream, race 9, you had a $24 winner with the Brazilian bred Trieste. So 3 favorites and then a couple prices, and you had 3 winning tickets. They bet over $162,000 into it, and there's the payouts, almost $48,000 to 3 winning tickets.
You had to kind of come up with a 16, 17 to 1 shot and a 10 or 12 to 1 shot at the end. A little bit chalky early.
Sure.
You see the play, though. The payouts for that Stronach 5, they're phenomenal.
And once again, they well surpassed a $100,000 guarantee on the Stronach 5. All right, so that was yesterday. Yesterday was opening day. We had a great card here yesterday. Nice crowd on hand, and we had some long shot winners, and we have some nice carryovers to show you for Saturday. Let's show you the carryovers. We'll start in race 1 with the rolling super high 5. We will have that. Yep, we'll have that in the opener. That's a very playable 7-horse field in race 1. There's the super high 5 carryover, a little over 7,500. Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 5. That carryover a little shy of 800. And then I like the late pick 5 today. That starts race 6. That's a nice carryover, a little over 4,600 with that industry low 12% takeout. Late pick 5 starts in race 6. I have a ticket today for both pick 5s, the early and late pick 5. I know you like the early pick 4. It's a big 10-race card. We're on the world-class turf course. We're on the All Along and the Dahlia turf course today. I believe for the turf races today, the average field size for our turf races today, I think, is just under 11 starters. So once again, great job by the racing office putting together some nice cards for opening weekend.
You can thank Mary Epler and Ice Tea, I guess, for your pick 5 carryover, your late pick 5 carryover.
Callie Francois up the rail.
Very patient ride, just sat there, had the seam at the quarter pole right along the rail, and went on and did it. And I tell you, not a lot of trainers can kind of do that either. Get a horse to win, going long on the dirt. Turf's a little different story, but on the dirt, winning long 2 turns. She's one of the few around here that I know that are capable of training a horse up to a race to do that.
And that's the longest layoff to a win I've seen in a while. Almost a year and a half layoff for Ice T. So that was the big long
shot. Not an easy task.
Winner yesterday. And how about the last race yesterday? They almost broke the track record. The Lizzie Merriman horse. That was a big handle, biggest handle of the day yesterday. Was the last race. That was the featured race, leg B in the Stronach 5. They bet over $400,000, and the favored one, Lizzie Merriman, right to the front. She almost broke the track record there.
A little surprised that she got that much play. I thought the Claudia horse would be a little bit lower in odds as well, but flying on the ground did not disappoint the favorite bettors there. And
we bring up that race, and that race is going to have implications on today's second race because Goodnight Moon, who beat Flying on the Ground last out, Goodnight Moon comes back, steps up a level, 9-2 in race 2. I know you like the early pick 4. Let's
get
we
rolling.
Have lots to get to. Let's show you both tracks. It's beautiful out here today. We are fast and firm. Dave Johnson on the radio interview earlier this morning asked us. They were wondering about that scratch in race 8 that threw me off. The 7 Utmost in race 8. Oh, you guys fast and firm down there? Are we fast and firm? Are you kidding me? They're almost breaking track records. It's in the 80s. It's sunny. No rain in the forecast. Beautiful day for Saturday racing. Let's get right to it here at Laurel Park. Race 1, we start that rolling super high 5. That's a low 15% takeout. There's the carryover, a little over 7,500 for race 1. Also, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5, mandatory payout on the early pick 5, industry low 12% takeout. Here's my ticket for the early pick 5. My best bet of the day comes in race 1. It's a nice nickel starter, 3 and up, going a mile on the dirt. My best bet is the 4, Bobby G. Make the rider Fergal Lynch. Fergal Lynch rides the 4, Bobby G. That's my best bet of the day. I'll single on him in race 1. Then race 2, I'm 4 deep with the 2, 3, 6, 7 in the third. I'm a little light there, but I have the favorite, the 2, Smokin' Princess, and then a Susan Cooney, first-time starter, the 3, Stay Out at a decent price. In race 4, I go 3 deep with the 1, 5, 6. Race 5's a nice allowance race, 5.5 on the Dahlia Turf Course. I go 3 deep there with the 2, 3, 7. So $36 play. You can study all of our tickets on the laurelpark.com website. Underneath the handicapping section, tip sheet up there as well. Let's check out race 1, a 5,000 starter allowance, 3 and up going a mile. Bobby G. This is what a nice claim this was for trainer Jose Corrales and Mohan Stable. They claimed this 5-year-old son of Awesome again for $5,000 back in February. The connections, the Engelhard, he was being aggressive, dropping a horse for the nickel. He won by 13.5 that day, was claimed by Corrales. He's won 3 of 5 since the claim. A big win 2 starts ago at this starter allowance level right here at Laurel Park. Beat Dazzlin' Oki in there. They got a bit ambitious to try the Grade 3 Pimlico Special. He was 65-1 in there. That was a little too tough. Back down to a good level today. This horse a 4-time winner at Laurel Park, and you have my single on top as well.
He's going to be awfully tough in here. A little pressure maybe on Fergal Lynch filling in for Trevor McCarthy. Trevor got along with this runner perfectly, but Bobby G, yeah, I mean, he really didn't go off form. He ran the same number coming back in '83. That's about what he's been steadily running. So I think he's the horse. He's got some pace to run at. Cloud Chaser, the shipper for Kreiser. How about this? 6 for 15 over the last couple years with his dirt routers at Laurel Park. 28% with a positive ROI. Cloud Chaser kind of went out of his element last time sprinting. He's right to the front end there. I think he's on the leader just off of a Federal Walk to his outside. Did see yesterday the outer part of the track wasn't bad. You know, maybe that was actually even a little help. Haynes Fever got it done way out wide. So Federal Walk might go ahead and carry it a little bit further. Federal Walk was kept off the rail at Pimlico against the grain of the racetrack in his last out. They're the speeds, but I think Bobby G is going to be able to wear them down. And I'll throw Dazzling Oki. Let's go on to race 2.
All right, so a cold 4-1-8-3 there for your superfecta. Add one more, and you have the super high 5.
That's it.
In the first. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. You like the early pick 4 today. Let's check out your ticket, see how you played it.
I tell you, I think this is a good betting card, Stan. I'm out of the box. I'm going to check my temperature a couple times with some of my selections on this race card, but I see some possible bombs throughout. Race 2 gets you started 3, 5, and 7. Race 3, the 2, 4, 5, and 6. I'm not sold on the 2 favorites, the 2 and the 6. So I'm going to throw a couple prices in there. 4th race, we're going to go ahead and single Salt Pond. You can't stop Rodolfo Sanchez Salomon right now, can you? And then the 5th race, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. There it is, $30. Yeah, in the last leg.
5 deep in race
5 deep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spread a little bit. I'm gonna throw I Am On My Way in there as a possible speed. First time on the turf for a trainer's hitting at a high clip.
I see in race 5 you have both the 7 Magicians Question, who might love this fast turf course right to the front.
Yep.
And then you have a closer, and then that horse coming off the layoff for Chumbetta, and then you have What the Beep coming off the layoff for Robbie Bales. So race 5, a nice allowance turf sprint for filly and mares. But let's check out the second race.
Okay.
We're going 5.5 furlongs on the all-along turf course. No rail setting for the all-along. And we both, it's a 25,000 starter allowance, filly and mares 3 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. We both go with the 7 on top. My price play of the day, we're in agreement here on the 7. Love's Legend, 4-1 morning line. Sheldon Russell rides this 5-year-old mare by Not for Love. And a decent effort in the Maryland Million Ladies, going 9 furlongs on a yielding turf course last October. Showed speed that day and got tired, but a real good effort going long. A good second going long last August, and a couple other good efforts last summer going long on the turf here at Laurel Park. Now we cut back to 5.5 today. 3rd off the layoff with Sheldon Russell. Now, the way speed was holding on the turf yesterday, the closers were kind of up against it yesterday on the turf.
Yeah.
And So that doesn't bode well maybe for the 7 or the 3, who's they're both closers. But we both go with the 7 Loves Legend on top.
Yeah, the 3 Goodnight Moon got set up by a duel last time. Really charged strongly through the stretch. I agree. I like Love's Legend. I think she was running out of conditions. She was running 4 in life when you go back to some of those races last year. Back to the 3 in life today. I think she can get in contention by the top of the stretch. I think she's going to offer a big run here with Sheldon Russell. Put Teddy Mare back in the winner's circle. But, yeah, we got a video of the 3,
sure,
right?
Yep.
Last out, Goodnight Moon was able to get up late over flying on the ground. Watch this run from the back of the pack, settled well off of it, still about 6 or 7 out of it, turning for home, was to be able to kind of ease its way to the outside with Correa. Nice little job there by the jockey. Is going to really level off through the last 3/16 of a mile. Correa and Goodnight Moon going to get up and beat the stablemate there, right? And the last jump or two, good number, improving number. We've got a stat as well here for Elizabeth Merriman. Can pretty much do no wrong on the turf. How about this little stat? Past 2 years, turf sprints, 6 for 15, 40% off of a top vig with an ROI of 450. So I think Goodnight Moon's going to bring that run again. A little stranger maybe to throw in. Cover Photo had trouble, was a little rank in the early part going into the first turn. It didn't run terrible, was trying through the stretch, turning back in distance. I think Cover Photo is a one-run sprint type as well, and also through Hot Freeze. She's been pretty consistent, can make a run into it in race 2.
But back to the video there, the filly that Goodnight Moon was running down, that was flying on the ground, who won the last race yesterday. Almost broke the track record. They went 22:44, a minute point 90 something. That Buyer's going to come back around to 70, maybe a little bit more. So, and then also the third place finish out of that race we just showed you came back to win. So, Goodnight Moon coming out of a very strong race. She's a closer. Who's the speed in this race?
Well,
as fast as that turf was yesterday. Maybe the 6 Last for Love, a Not for Love 4-year-old filly making her turf debut today for trainer Bill Kamala. Weston Hamilton will ride. She has a bunch of early speed. You might see Weston Hamilton try to send here on the 6 Last Love.
Yeah, you've got Last Love to the outside Cherokee. Sky has plenty of speed. Even Stetson Gold, I don't think is going to let him get too far away. But we saw that. See if that trend continues on this turf course like yesterday. It was really difficult to close a lot of ground. Even the horse that was on the front end yesterday, the Rodney horse in the maiden race with Delacour won it, right? Delacour won clear as the heavy favorite. But that horse gave way very grudgingly. Was on the lead, did a lot of the dirty work, and still held well despite the early work. So keep an eye on this turf course, see if it carries the speed.
All right, so we both Keith and I in agreement for the early daily double. Let's turn the page here. Race 3. We're back to the main track, going 5.5 furlongs. Maiden claiming 25,000. Filly mares 3 and up. And we both like the 2. I have the 2 on top, the favorite, 6-5 here on the 2, Smoking Princess. Now in the Claudio Gonzalez barn. Claudio 26% and a positive ROI from a large sampling of horses when he has new runners in his barn make their first start. Victor Carrasco will ride. Carrasco, Claudio, 27%. And this filly by Drill, she ran okay last out back in mid-May at Delaware against Maiden 25,000. A good second up there with a 49 Buyer. Now she cuts back to 5.5 today. First time Claudio. She'll be a popular favorite here in race 3.
Yeah, she's going to be awfully short. The winner of that race, Heather Hills, had run second a couple times back-to-back, I think, in maiden special weights at Tampa. But all in all, that wasn't a super strong field. I'm just not in love with the 2 favorites here, the 2 Smoking Princess and the 6 Alluring Prospect. Go with 2 horses that had trouble in their most recent efforts. YU Sassy's run twice, has trouble both times, but moves turf to dirt, as does the 4 Crossing the Valley. But the 5 YU Sassy by El Padrino out of Amare YU was 2 for 6 on the dirt, ran upwards of a 99 Buyer. We see a good work over at Pimlico's dirt surface. This horse just needs to come out cleanly. I think you're going to see a much improved effort, worth taking a shot versus a horse that could be 4-5. And along with Crossing the Valley, I think this horse is going to be better suited through a wing ding in the gate. Bad actor. See how she behaves today. But on the family, on the way back, Clever Mary. There's a lot of good dirt sprinting in this family. I think this horse could be the speed with the X-Man who had 2 winners yesterday.
Sure. All right, so a 6-horse field, but we're all over the place there. Yeah, I have the 2-3 on top, the favorites. You have the 5-4 on top, the two long shots in the race. So some big value. 3 stayouts, 8-1. Victor Rosales, the bug for Susan Cooney. Why not? The works are okay at Susan Cooney's private training center in Virginia. And then they ship the horse here for a couple works at Laurel from the gate. I like that. And this filly gets to carry 113 with the good ride and Bug Boy. So the 3 stay out, I think, is live here in the third.
Full to Whiskey Woo. It was 2 for 16. Whiskey Woo wanted to go a little bit longer, but also had a half brother that ran pretty well in the dirt. 4 for 20, made 86,000. So yeah, that little angle, sneaky angle, bringing in for the work over the racetrack. We've seen that. We've seen her have success with that move before.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so a challenging race there in race 3. Good luck. Let's check out race 4. Race 4 kicks off. The middle pick 4. We're back to the turf. 5.5 furlongs on the all-along turf course here in the 4th. Claiming 16,000 filly mares. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. And I go with the 6 on top here. Salt Pond. This barn red hot. Rudy Sanchez Solomon, a 2-win day yesterday on opening day. Ty Liapustino was aboard for one of the winners, right?
Yep.
And
Haynes Fever.
Haynes Fever, that's right. And all right, so Ty's aboard this filly by Soldat. And just forget about the race last out. It didn't go well. It was a big 14-horse field on Preakness Day at Pimlico, but a real good third at this level 2 starts ago. That's when Rudy claimed this filly. So now first time at this level for Rudy.
Yeah, I just staying aboard the Sanchez Solomon train. The last 30 days, 9 for 26. With an ROI of over, 385 I've got. So this barn is just rocking and rolling right now. She's got speed, but she's also tactical. She doesn't need it because I think she's going to have to sit just outside the one. Unique Humor, who made her turf debut back in early May over this turf course. A little bit cut mouth, she came back bleeding from the mouth, cut herself. I think in the gate they were telling me maybe bit her tongue or something. But anyhow, Unique Humor, dead game, took all the pressure, was able to shake clear. She's on the engine again with Xavier Perez. I think Salt Pond can sit just outside of her. These two, the way Speed was carrying, can maybe run as a team around the racetrack today.
Yeah, well, Unique Humor, she handled the one hole well last out. She went right to the front and kept on going. So I would imagine that's the strategy today for the X-Man after a big opening day with 2 wins. So, all right, we both like the same 4 fillies there, 6-1-5-3, 6-1-3-5 all day long in race 4. Let's get a quick commercial break. Couple more carryovers to talk about. Pick 6 in race 5. Nice carryover in the late pick 5. That starts in race 6. We'll check it out right after this.
Join us for Jim McKay Maryland Million Day on Saturday, October 19th at Laurel Park. Come with friends and family to Maryland's Day at the Races, a celebration of Maryland's horses and lots of fun for all ages. Enjoy a full day of racing, including on-track entertainment between races. Don't miss the hat contest, 3 categories and wonderful prizes. It'll be fun for all at Laurel Park, Saturday, October 19th. For more information, visit MarylandMillion.com or LaurelPark.com.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 5. This is going to be a popular race, a big field on the turf, so the Pick 6 could be well played today. There's the carryover, a few bucks shy of 800. Let's take a look at race 5. 5.5 furlongs on the Dahlia turf course, rail setting at 52 feet. This is a filly and mare, other than 4 Maryland-bred, Maryland-sired filly and mares. I go with the 2 introduced on top. But let's start with the 2, my top pick. Javion Toledo rides this filly by El Padrino, and a real big second against Allowance Company back here in mid-April at Laurel Park. Now that was against straight 3-year-old fillies, but a big second that day. 72 buyer. She ran a couple decent races sprinting on the turf as a 2-year-old. One at Saratoga, and then against Stakes Company at Aqueduct, she broke her maiden on the main track. So she is 0 for 4 on the turf, but 3 big seconds. They tried her going a mile in the Hilltop as she chased early and then just gave way. Now back to 5.5. She's trying older horses for the first time, so that's going to be a challenge, but I think she's a nice filly. Jorge Duarte doing a good job training for Colts Neck Stable. Hopefully this filly can break sharp and get good early position from the inside.
Yeah, you wonder if the connection should have waited a day and gone on that other then. That was won by Ying Yu, who introduced, was able to defeat April the 18th. Ying Yu, a great ride that day by the jock. I think that might have been Wisman on Preakness. They've been introduced. Moving back to the sprint is going to be awfully tough. She looked home free on April 18th, but she just got kind of nipped at the wire. I'm going to go with the 7, Magician's Question. I know off a long layoff, this horse has run well off of a layoff before. She's handled the turf. She's handled synthetic. Protected now off the layoff. Small sample over the last 5 years for Mike Trombetta, though. He's 2 for 7 and 3 for 7 off of this kind of layoff in allowance turf sprint. So works for me. ROI is positive, close to 350. I like the protect move. She's shown she can run off time. She's got speed, and I think she's also going to be tactical if needed, because I think the 5 horse is going to go ahead and be a dead send type today with Centano. So I go 7-2-3-8. We've got a video of Misty on points, most recent race on Preakness Day. Tough beginning. And the race won by Ying. You're going to catch this horse out of the gate. Just pinched back, stalled back out of there. Had to steady. Giving up a couple lengths right off the bat was Misty on point. Here we go. Inside horse comes out. Outside horse comes in. A check and a steady. And you find yourself well back. Almost 10 lengths out of it around the turn, but Santana did a nice job, was able to stay inside, got through without any real trouble from the mid-turn all the way through the stretch. Is going to rally nicely to go ahead and beat only a length when it's all said and done. Misty on point. Can she pair up races? That's the key for me, Stan. Avoid the trouble out of the gate. I think she's going to make a run into it at around 7-2, 4-1.
All right, so I like her. I use her in my exact. I'm worried about your top pick. She might just try to fly. A Magician's Question coming off the layoff, but there is a little speed to the inside, so maybe a fast early pace sets it up for a closer like Misty on point or a stalker like my top pick, the 2 introduced. All right, so we talked about that. Let's talk about the 8 here.
Yeah.
What the Beep comes off the layoff. This filly by Great Notion. They love the turf. She's a 2-time winner on the Laurel turf, and her last win came against Open A Other Than Company, a big 78 buyer when she rallied off the pace to win, going 5.5 last June. That was her lifetime best effort. She runs well fresh. She won coming off a couple-month layoff last year when she broke her maiden first time on the turf. So what the Beep. Robbie Bales had a nice. That was a nice claim for Robbie Bales. That horse that won again yesterday.
Yeah.
Won easy yesterday. So Robbie Bales barn with a big win opening day, and they could be live here with What the Beep and working well right here at Laurel for the comeback.
I think she's going to be a factor, no doubt. She ran pretty good in her debut, then off a little bit of a layoff. She loves the turf. Her pops in 78 buyer. Has anybody else run a 78 in here on the turf? I don't think so.
Nope.
So, yeah.
Nope.
Close to her top, and she's in the mix in race 5. Yeah, Robbie Bell's going great guns right now.
All right, so we like the same 4 there in race 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 5. We have a nice carryover today in the late pick 5. Let's show it to you. $4,630 in that late pick 5 carryover with that industry low 12% takeout. I have a ticket. Let's check it out. A $36 ticket. I go 4 deep in race 6. It's a beat nickel going a mile. I use the 1-5-7-8. Then race 7, that's a maiden 25 long on the turf. I go 3 deep there with the 5-8-10. Nice allowance feature of the day going long on the turf in race 8. I like the 1 John Jones, the 3 Surprise Twist, and the 5 24-7. And then my single, I have a 5-1 single, race 9. I'll single on the 8 Tracy with the Y. Tracy with a Y with Daniel Centeno aboard, number 8 in race 9. Then a maiden special weight in race 10 to wrap it up. I used the 2-3 there in race 10. So there's my ticket. Again, you can study all of our tickets on the website, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look here. Race 6, going a mile, claiming 5,003 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months or never won 4 is the condition. One of my price plays of the day. You like this horse as well, the 8 City Gold. We have a video spotlight to show you of City Gold. He's my top pick. He's 6-1 morning line for trainer Lacey Goddard. Here's the race last November against Beaten Nickel Company, going a mile. He's in front turning for home. He's in front turning for home. He meets the they look him in the eyeball. He meets the bid, and a tenacious win. There you see it there.
Dead game.
So you know City Gold is game. This, again, last November. And since then, he was claimed by Lacey Goddard for $5,000 in February, going a mile, beat nickel. He ran a good second that day. And then they tried a starter allowance that was too tough. They didn't like the slop at Keeneland. They tried a mile and a half on the turf in Middleburg. That didn't work. And then they tried the turf last out at Pimlico. That didn't work. And I like this horse getting back to the main track today. He's a three-time winner at Laurel. He's a three-time winner going a mile. And Lacey Gaudette going turf to dirt, 36% with a big positive ROI. And you get the Bug Boy Correa to ride. So I think the 8 City Gold, very interesting here in race 6.
Yeah, it should be going towards the front, I would think, in here. Gorbachev, I don't think will let him get too far away. Yeah, turf to dirt stat is just staggering how well her runners do. But the other thing you got to worry about, the double drops she hasn't done great with. So it's, pick your poison there maybe. I'm not so sure. I think he can hang around. I don't want to get beat by him if he gets to the front and just kind of just carries it. Gorbachev's another one with a little bit of question. Where's he been? He's 3 good races in a row, actually 4, and then all of a sudden, we've got a little bit of a break. What's going on there? So Gorbachev, I think, is part of the pace flow. I'm looking for a true gentleman. I didn't understand the spot last time out, but he's run some of his better races for Wasabi and Dorothy Wharton. I think he can save ground every step of the way, kind of edge up to him, turning for home. This is going to be a grinding type of a race to the wire. A true gentleman offers value in race 6.
Yeah, I didn't use him at all, but you'll get a decent price. They squeezed early last out late April against a tougher group, so he gets a class relief today. I didn't use. He's 0 for 8 at the distance, but he's 5 for 8 in the money. So all right, the 2 A True Gentleman offers some value. I have the 8 City Gold on top at a good price, so we're both shopping for some value there in race 6 to kick off the late pick 5. Let's turn the page here. Race 7 will start the late pick 4. Nice maiden claiming 25,003 and up, going a mile and 16th on the Dahlia Turf Course, rail setting 52 feet. My top pick, you like the 5 as well. Yes means no. 4-year-old for trainer Robbie Bales. Let's show you his last race at Pimlico, May 16th, Preakness week on a yielding turf course. Came with a wide rally with Jorge Riaz aboard at the maiden $25,000 level. Gets up for a good second. Just got beat 3/4 of a length. He's fired a couple consistent 57 buyers. He was a good second before this race at Laurel. He'll be coming late again with Jorge Riaz. I think he keeps sharp form today and breaks his maiden.
It took the long way around. You see the short comment, 3 and 4 wide turns. That's been maybe the downfall the last couple times. He's handled a yielding surface, a firm surface, but just caught wide. Takes a little starch out of him late. Today, he's going to be lay forward and save ground, it looks like, from the 5 post. I think he's going to get great position in here. He's a must-use in your exactas and your tries. I go for the 4, Mice and Men, Dale Capuano, first off the claim. We're going to go dirt to turf with his son of Plan. Plan is all turf. On the bottom side, you've got some turf. Balmer Hun in there who ran okay. This horse had, I think, a half-brother run within the last month for Robin Graham. Ran a buyer of 53, first time ever on the turf. That horse was by despite the odds. So doesn't have to improve a ton. Another little bit of a reach by me. I think it's that kind of card today. I'm going to take some shots. Mice and Men, proven enough. Dale Capuano, Weston Hamilton, 10-1. I'll take that. I'll take the shot. Yeah, yes means no. I got to use. I think he's going to make a run right into it. And here's the deal for yes means no. Meets another one of these motion droppers, well-bred motion dropper, now going to the turf.
Yeah, the 8 closer look could be tough. Good to see Fergal Lynch back in town today. He rides this 3-year-old by Take Charge Endy for Grand Motion. He's run 3 consistent races on the main track against maiden 40,000 3/3. So it looks like he's been improving. He ran his lifetime best last out in the slop, so he's going in the right direction now. He drops and tries long turf for the first time. And Graham catches the right groove. He should be right there, I think.
And you're throwing in my little sneaky shot to it a price. Make an entrance. Might slip away. 8-10-1 here for Chucky Lawrence. You've got Correa, you've got a live bug. Hasn't been seen since October. This horse is proven on the turf, can make a run into it. Ran into Electro prior to that, who's run well recently against much better. So I think make an entrance. I'm not worried about this little jump up. Second time in the barn, same owner, but I think this horse is a user underneath, no doubt. And if he's laying there 8-10, 12-1, bet a couple bucks to win.
All right, so big field there in race 7. We both like the 5. Yes means no a little bit. Let's turn the page. Race 8, the absolute big feature of the day, a third level allowance condition, optional claiming 50,000. We're going a mile and a 16th on the all-along turf course. Some stakes winners in here. John Jones. You have Saratoga Bob, last year's Maryland Million Classic winner. Let's get right to it here. I have the 1 on top, John Jones. You pick John Jones second. You have the 3, Surprise Twist, on top. Both the 1 and the 3 coming out of the same race. Let's show you that race from May 3rd right here at Laurel Park at this level. Here they are.
We've got to watch it again, huh? John Jones at 12-1. I'm licking my chops right now.
You had him on top?
Oh, yeah. I stretching back out, to the turf and on the stretch out on the turf and run 6 furlongs prior on the go back. But I thought he was going to be able to dictate this field. He kind of snuck away, leaving a 3 ace pole, opens up 3 or 4 lengths. Just going to get run down late. And he's game, too, when he meets the bids. Surprise Twist in here as well. Was off the pace early. Is going to make a run. Gets steadied a little bit late with Santana. But look at John Jones. Their Surprise Twist, a little bit of a steady there on the outside. Not quite going to get up, going to run 4th. But I think the blinkers on the Surprise Twist, we've seen this horse lay a little bit closer. I think Daniel Santana is going to have him into the race a little sooner. Shorter field, compact field, but John Jones is going to be able to use his speed to his advantage in here as well. And the way that turf course was yesterday, he might just take him a little bit further than what he did on May the 3rd.
And John Jones getting 7 pounds off from the rest of the field. That could be a factor here. Going 2 turns on a fast turf course, they might just try to go right to the front, and he might try to pull the knockout punch on the far turn, just like he did there in that video.
You got it.
All right, so we both like John Jones in the 3, the 5 here, 24-7. Sheldon Russell rides this 6-year-old for Jamie Nasson. This horse ran an all right 4th in that same race we just showed you behind John Jones. So if you like John Jones and Surprise Twist, you have to like the 5 24-7 as well.
Yeah, Saratoga Bob, you don't know his price. All these horses, their price are going to come down. Unfortunate scratch of the 7 Utmost, who was going to be in that 9 to 5 range. A grade 2 winner up there at Woodbine. We'll wait for another day. So John Jones now 3-1, 7-2 maybe. You get on him when it's all said and done. Tightly matched field. Saratoga Bob's lone turf race wasn't terrible, but he's going to have to run against a little bit better than he did that day. And Pismo Time, he's an improving type, ran well off the layoff, like the ride that he got last time, just able to save ground, ease out, and get up. But this is a little bit better group. But not saying he's in form, he's showing, he came back, he just has to move up a little bit more to get past these.
All right, so this will be a fast edition of the feature. The DRF listed track record 138-3. That's on all the turf courses. So that's probably on the all along as well. So they might not beat that, but I'm looking for a fast time in this race. 140 and change, 141 and change probably.
Agreed. Yes.
All right, so nice big feature of the day there in race 8. Let's turn the page. Race 9 kicks off the late daily double. We're going a mile on the Dahlia turf course, rail at 52 feet, claiming 16,003 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. And I single on my, we're all over the place here in race 9, a big field, 11-horse field to a 12-horse field on the on the turf.
Yeah.
And I single on a 5-to-1 shot here, the 8 Tracy with a Y. You get my man Daniel Centeno to ride this 3-year-old son of Street Magician for trainer John Salzman Sr. And a big effort 2 starts ago. First off the claim at this level, came 5 wide, and a 4th just got beat a length and a half with a lifetime best 63 Beyer speed figure. Forget about the slop last out. He's 0 for 4 on the slop. Now back to the main track. John Salzman's had success with that recently from a 7-horse sample. Recently, he's 43%. So Centeno stays aboard now for the 3rd try. He knows this horse. Maybe he'll try to stay a little closer today on a fast turf course, but I'll take a shot here with the 8 Tracy with a Y.
This is I've got written on top here the PPs. Pick a bomb. Look for a bomb. I've got a 4-to-1 morning line. You have to demand 4-to-1, 9-2 at least on your pick in race number 9. There's some speed, not a ton of speed. I think Golden Noguez could go a little bit further than what he did up at Suffolk. Now, granted, his best race was on that yielding turf surface, but we know he's got speed. He's going to go right to the front. I think Broker's Reward is going to be tactical in here and might take to the turf for Trombetta. A little sneaky price at 12-1 morning line. First turf, ROI close to $3 for Mike Trombetta. Looking at the breeding by Power Broker, who stakes place on the turf, bottom side. The mare Devilish Smiles produced Last Confession. Last Confession is a 2-time winner on the turf. One short, one long, ran upper 70s. I think this horse is going to be okay. You've got Pimentel, the main rider.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe a stalk and pounce kind of move stalks Golden Noguez and goes on to. I think even Jericho Marsh, a horse that got sneaky good. Now, granted, that was on a yielding and good course last fall. Maybe wants a little bit more give in the ground, but those last 2 turf efforts, I think, put him in the mix against this group at a big, big price.
Yeah, sure. Well, Trombetta, he was your leading trainer for the spring meet here at Laurel Park, and Trombetta and Pimentel, a very solid 24% from almost a 200-horse sampling. So, yeah, strong connections there. Nice price on the 6 Broker's Reward. Let's turn the page. Race 10. Race 10's a nice race. A maiden special weight for filly and mares 3 and up, going a mile on the main track. Now, let's start with the 5. I wasn't too crazy about the 5. Eastern Union's going to take play here from the Jerry Englehart barn. You have them on top. You have her on top. 3-year-old filly by Into Mischief, and you have a stat as well.
Yeah, last 2 years Englehart 21 for 55. That's 38%. Dirt routes, third off of a layoff with an ROI. It's positive. 254. Eastern Union, they liked her down at Gulfstream on the turf back in early January. Got in a lot of trouble. Then came up here on the grass. No good. Up to Monmouth, sloppy sealed surface where the speeds went right around the racetrack together. I think she catches a short field. Unless Diffuse Nebula or Now I'm Ready show some speed, I think Eastern Union goes right to the front and steals this race at an okay price. Maybe we'll come down off of that 9-2, but I'll take 3-1, 7-2 on the 5 Eastern Union to go ahead and dictate.
Yeah, Englehart, he's tough. Sprinter route, 28%, and he gets Toledo. So, all right, the 5 will be tough. I go with one of the favorites on top here, Catwalk Whiz, filly by Tail of the Cat for Donnie Barr. She made a nice improvement in her second start against Maiden Special Weight Company, going 7 furlongs back in mid-April. Good third that day with a 45 buyer. I could see her making another jump today, and she might like the extra ground she gets going 1 mile.
Yeah, she could. Our star was wide every step of the way last time. Remain wide. You see the comment. Zonda, an impressive first. We haven't seen her run back yet for Chucky Lawrence. Absolutely galloped a good buyer, 67 in debut at the mile distance. I think she's going to be fine. I made the morning line favorite to 2 Diffuse Nebula. It's just these other horses really haven't run that fast.
Sure.
You've got a candy ride out of a mare that was 2 for 9, but won her races on the turf. So a little bit of a question mark. Motion. He's gotten horses to win first out long.
Right.
But I think she's going to have to naturally draw play against this group. But, you look on the bottom side, too, with my top selection, Eastern Union, the mare, you're being played. She was a 5-time dirt route winner. That's good enough.
Sure.
I'll take the shot. I think we're still going to get an okay price on her.
All right, so Keith likes some nice prices on top today, some big fields. The turf races today average about a little shy of 11 starters per race. So if you like big fields on one of the best turf courses in the country, today's today. A couple nice carryovers in the Rolling Super High 5 in race 1. That's over 7,500. And a nice carryover in the late pick 5. That starts in race 6. Good luck to you today.
Yeah, good betting card. I think we should have some big prices. Don't stress yourself out on these pick 4s, pick 5s, and obviously our pick 6. I mean, I think we could be in for a banner day in the price with the prices here today.
All right, good luck. Dave Robbins coming up next with today's scratches and changes.
Good luck.